Hail the tribe of the internet. I am Mortis, and this is PaRatnoia, a short little horror experience made for this year's Spooktober. The game jam, by the way. That's the game jam. Cold morning light shines from the gaps in my cheap blinds, the stubborn kind that never shut all the way. Can we? Okay. Oh, spaces for hide. Okay, but we can hide the UI. Oh, something important happens almost 2 weeks from now. My old apartment seems to creak and groan as I wake, like the rooms themselves are stirring awake. The first thought that comes to my mind is the same as the first thought I had yesterday morning, and the morning before that, and every other morning for what has felt like forever. The plague. The damned plague. They say it's the rats, the carriers of this cursed disease. At first it was just the vermin that we had to avoid at all costs. Then, large gatherings. Eventually it became a public health violation to even set foot outside your domicile. Is this a reference to COVID? Oh, hi! Hi! Is it us? That is us. That is very cool. Also the hang in there poster with the rat. I love it. I love it. Ugh. Look at it! Look at it! Look at it! It's the everything is fine meme. It's fine. Hang in there, it gets worse. Oh my god, this is golden. I love it. Why is it red? Why is everything red outside? Paint chips off the walls of my room. It's suffocating being locked in here, but I can't quite remember the way it was before. Hell, I can't even remember the last time I spoke to another human. Is there no phone or internet or anything? It's just another day. Go back to sleep. Continue. They continue. Obviously, we continue. Yeah, I'm hungry. Oh, yeah, that's a problem. Shit, not good. Been running tight on rations, and the delivery guy won't be coming by until tomorrow. Whatever, I'm sure there is still something in the cupboard. Alright, let's see what I've got. Let's see. Ah, kitchen. Look at it, a glass table. Oh my god, I love it. We have a double layered glass table, and the cat just sometimes curls up on the lower layer, and you can sneak peek at him from above. Yeah, very cute. I pull the pantry open and freeze. Panic washes over me, like someone just doused me in ice water. Rat! A rat! Right there! Right there! Oh my god, how long tail do you have? Oh! A rat! Feasting on my rations, having the time of its life, seemingly oblivious to me. As I watch it, happily eating the food I need to live, my shock and fear turns into something else. Disgust, then anger, blazing hot righteous rage. Anger that such a despicable beast has snuck inside my home. Anger that this disgusting vermin is the reason I have been confined to this apartment for months. Angry that it dares to live, thrive even, while I'm trapped in his shithole. I reach in and secure a hold on the little beast before it can scurry away. Are we not afraid of infection? I will teach it a lesson. Excuse me, do not kill the rat. I bag the creature and take it to the disposal for potentially hazardous materials on my floor of the building. You do know that even if you throw out the rat in the trash, it can chew through the bag. Sometime during the walk, I realized that I'm shaking. I did a good thing though, right? One less dirty vermin in the world, spreading disease and getting people sick. No, don't kill it. Yeah, I did a good thing. Just a lot of adrenaline. I need to watch something, turn my brain off and relax a bit. More rats. Why are the rats cat! Look at the cat. Pet the cat. Ah, yeah, the round this little boy. Might as well see what's on. Most of the channels I flick through are dead air or reruns of the same shows on repeat. No one's making new TV right now. Wow, that's wild. It's that bad, really? For the most part, anything still on air is being broadcasted by the government in an effort to keep people entertained while they are sitting at home. Uh, my cat. Just a moment. We are packed up. Like, we are moving out in like 3 days. So we are completely packed up. It means boxes pile over everywhere, and bags flood out of everywhere. It's just a mess. It's just a huge mess. And let's just say that the cat very much enjoys it, and I'm not so much. Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine. Just a few days, and it's gonna be over. Yes. Since it's state-funded broadcasting, though, it's hardly any good. Mostly old movies and TV in the public domain. I drop the remote and let the screen play whatever it lands on. Wow! A sudden blare cuts through the recording of an old ballad I was zoning out to. It's an alert, sharp and grating. This is an alert? My chest tightens, gripped by momentary panic the same way it has been every week since the government took over reporting the news and using the severe weather warning system to alert people that the broadcast is about to start. Though I've heard it countless times by now, it still manages to startle me every time. I guess it's time for the news broadcast. Oh, looky! Breaking news! New Age plague forces citizens to... Shh! Shh! The screen transitions and clears to reveal a stern-faced news reporter sitting... She is not sitting. Why are you lying? Sitting at a desk in what looks like some sort of office-turned-studio. It's almost always someone different doing the reporting, but the message rarely changes. TV. Hello and good afternoon. Please be advised that the nationwide quarantine order is still in effect. This is 100% a reference to COVID. Government officials expect it to remain so indefinitely. The Federal Early Detection Initiative is working around the clock to ensure the safety of the public. Paddy! Paddy! Paddy doctors will continue visiting households regularly to conduct mandatory screenings in an effort to catch early signs of the disease before it becomes communicable. Paddy. The Fedi has recently announced that they are going to expand the number of households that they plan to visit. Particular attention will be paid to residences that house many people, such as tenement housing. What is a tenement housing? Multifamily households and homeless shelters. Oh, sorry, we're still on TV. Report or call 633. If you or your loved ones are experiencing any unusual symptoms, don't wait. What counts as unusual symptoms? Report to the nearest Fedi station or call us at 633. Same script, same warnings. All they do is go around houses and subject people to weird tests in order to catch the disease early. Hardly seems to be working though. Yeah, stay inside and stay vigilant, whatever. What now? What now? Check the windows, check the living room, check the kitchen, go to bed, check the windows. I want to see what's outside. The blinds are shut all the way, always have been, but I want to look outside. I don't need to see what's out there, and I don't need it seeing me. Easier that way. No, I want to. What now? I want to. Game, I want to. Check the living room. Oh, this is the living room. This is it. Couch, table, TV. Sorry. The couch is worn down enough to remember me better than I probably do myself. Simple, empty, quiet. Enough to pass the hours. Nothing more, nothing less. What now? Kitchen. A pretty standard... Oh, we can peek out there. Why is everything red? A pretty standard kitchen, barely anything in it. Still bigger than mine, though. We got the counter, sink, and an empty fridge. Not for long, by the way. I'm gonna get a bigger kitchen. Haha. I keep my six stacked somewhere inside, though, along with all my other essentials. Not worth saying much more than that. What now? Well, I guess we are going to bed. Oh, yes, we've seen it before. Okay. Okay. What are those? I can't read those. With my appetite gone and nothing else to do, I shut off the TV and go back to my room. Doing nothing sure is tiring. Maybe tomorrow I will finally get something proper to eat. You could always exercise. I mean, if you don't have access to internet or any phone that you could talk to someone, I'm awake again. Annoyance and frustration fight for supremacy in my gut as memories of yesterday come flooding back into my head. I try not to think of how many more rats might be in the building running around when no one's looking. Admittedly, the rat making its way into the apartment was a spot of excitement, no matter how disgusting, in the banal isolation that my life has become. Before the isolation order, if you'd asked me if I wanted to hang out in my apartment all day, no work, no social obligations, I would have jumped at the opportunity. It would have sounded like heaven. Okay, controversial opinion here, but the lockdown was the happiest time of my life, And I'm not talking about COVID itself. Obviously, COVID sucked, but the lockdown. When it's not that, I didn't have to make up stories or, call in sick or anything to be able to stay at home. I was ordered to stay at home by the government. Like no one could say, "Oh no, I want to go outside. I will not accept that." We will go, "No, no, 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 no." It was the government, and oh my god, it was the best. Also, my boyfriend hated it, but I loved it. Ugh. Paint continues to crumble off the walls. My room. What? Oh, paint continues to crumble off the walls of my room. Nothing's changed. It's just another day. Oh, really? Oh, now I see it. Was it like that before? Get out of bed. Another day, another 24 hours of my life wasted in this shitty apartment I'm stuck in. I glance at the cabinet. I can't stop thinking about what happened. Okay, but you could read. There are a lot of things here. You could also write. I don't know if you have paper, but if you've read these so many times or you just hate a book, you can always just, write over it. The stupid rat. Whatever, it deserved its fate. They're carriers of this godforsaken disease, after all. The reason for the plague. They are why I'm in this situation to begin with. I can feel it. I know they are. Will we be able to talk to the rats? At least the rations delivery guy is coming by today. Oh, right, thank you. It's been a while since my rations have been delivered. Was that the last time I spoke with another person? Their knock sounds foreign, disruptive in the silence of my apartment. Maybe it's just been a while, but the knock sounds different than what I'm used to. How often does the delivery guy come? Hello, I'm a doctor with the Feddy. Please open the door. Right. Wasn't this on the news yesterday? Trained people going around and giving people tests to pick up signs of the plague early? Sounds great. Except I don't care. Where the hell are my rations? Take a peek. Ooh, hi. Hi. God, is this what doctors look like now? What happened to the mask and lab coat? What happened to the plague doctors? I know there is a pandemic, but aren't doctors supposed to be comforting? No, I never met a doctor in my life that was comforting. Maybe the sooner I deal with them, the sooner they will leave. What happened to the rations guy? Replaced. I will be performing their duties from now on. Oh, you have my rations. Oh, look at him. Ooh. Oh, he's a big boy. He could snap me in half. What? Shit, I need to deal with them for rations now? On one hand, I don't want to let this freak into my apartment, but on the other, I need my food. Fuck, Fine. As much as I hate to, I will let them in. Thank you. I can show you my credentials if you like proof of my identity. Nah, I believe you. After all, no one would go around wearing that freaky gear unless they had to. The doctor steals as if they are not sure what to say next. Did I offend them? They quickly straighten back up. You misunderstand. It's personal protective equipment. I am here as part of the FEDI protocol to inspect and ensure the health and safety of the public. I don't know if you are aware, but the earliest signs of the plague include cognitive decline. This decline is subtle at first, so the Bureau of Health has developed a series of simple games to test whether or not your brain functions on the level of an average, otherwise healthy adult. I will be administering these to you every week from now on. That is great. What about, people with disabilities? Hmm? In this first assessment, we will be gathering a baseline for your scores on these games. I will compare the scores you get today to those you get in the coming weeks to monitor your brain functions. Oh, so if I do very bad, then you can say that my cognitive functions have declined because I was just stupid to begin with. Finally, I am required to inform you that if you refuse or interfere with my administering of these tests, I am within my rights to have you imprisoned. Imprisoned, as per protocol. Do you understand? Sure, imprisoned. Why am I being treated like a criminal by a stranger in my own home? Exactly, that face. Exactly. And what happens if I fail your test? It's best not to dwell on failure. Just focus on passing. Like I said, the games are quite simple. If your brain is functioning normally, you should have no problem completing them. Okay. The fuck? What a headache. Another annoyance to deal with every week. At least the old Russians guy would just hand me my stuff and leave. I might as well just go along with it and do my best. Prison is the last place I want to end up, especially with the plague going around. Yes, but also, I don't think it would be that bad. Free housing, free food, and I would think that they are especially careful with health examinations there, because you are in one space, really, with many people. Well, not necessarily many, but a few. They did say it would be easy at least. Fine, whatever. Let's get this over with. I love the visuals. I love this art style. It's great. This game will test your short-term memory. Oh, we've already failed. The goal is to match each pair of cards. Good luck. 20! You want me to do 20? I can't even remember what I ate this morning. Okay. Stay clean. Social safety. Oh my god, it's time. It's timed. It's timed. It took one more. It gave it back. Why is that? Why is this blank? Sleep well. Why was that blank? Why was that very, what? Oh my god. I thought we have to do it like 20 times or something, but no, you had 20 minutes. And one of them was a magic card which mysteriously disappeared. It just poofed out of existence. Oh my god, I didn't know it. It's easy mode. It's gonna get harder. Well then, let's move on. Sure. This game tests your fine motor control skills. The goal is to keep the leaf inside the box for as long as you can. What if I fail? Please click and hold the leaf to raise it up. Release the leaf to let it fall. You got this. Ah! Hey, this is not so bad. Or you can just boom, 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 boom. Oh, boom, 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 boom. Ah! Boom. Oh, no. Boom, 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 boom. That is my success meter. Boom, boom, boom. You beat the rhythm minigame. I was the one giving the rhythm. What's your problem, people? Why are we calling teams thing's rhythm game that has no rhythm. You know what a rhythm is, right? You know what that is, right? It has no, it didn't, it not just that. It did not have a rhythm. There was no audio. It was the least rhythm that you could give it. Oh my god, it was worse than Lovers Enigma's rhythm game, which had some kind of music but didn't match the game itself. That is also not a rhythm game. A rhythm game without any kind of background audio. It doesn't have to be a music, it can be any kind of audio which matches the thing that you have to do. That is a rhythm game. That is a rhythm game. This is not a rhythm game, but thank you. I'm happy I beat it. What the fuck? Good job. Let's move on to the next game. Great. This game tests your spatial reasoning. The goal is to organize these shapes into the presented outline without any crossing over. What? Spatial reasoning. I don't have that. Organize these shapes into the outline without any crossing over each other. Select each piece. Move it over the black silhouette and rotate it into the appropriate place. How to play Tangram. I did not expect it. I thought this was a visual novel. What is going on? Left click to select pieces and drag them. Use mouse scroll wheel, Q or A or arrow keys to rotate selected pieces. Fit all pieces into the silhouette before time runs out. Good luck. Thank you. Time! It is time! It is time! Oh my god! Oh my god, we are fucked. No! Stay there! Stay. How do I let go? How do I let go? Why is it not? What? Why is it not letting go? I can't. What? Why can I not let go? It's not staying there. It only sticks if you put it in right. Oh, you have to start. I can't just put it there. Okay. Oh my god, what is this huge shit? It goes there. Oh, you can only put it in right. That is, I don't know if I should be happy about it or not. Sure. I've got a mini heart attack, but sure, yes, thank you. Good work. Is it now? Is it? That's all for now. We will repeat these 3 games again in a week. Ideally, you will perform exactly the same in 7 days as you did today. What if I do better? Minor changes in performance are normal, but marked decline would be cause for concern. Oh my god, please do your best to stay healthy until my next visit then. That means keeping up with activity as much as you can by staying as isolated as possible and doing your best to maintain regular eating and sleeping routines. Oh, thank you for your cooperation. These results will be recorded as a baseline for your aptitude. I will see you next week. Bye. Where is my food? I need some food after this. Did you bring coffee? I need coffee right now. The doctor hands over the package they've been holding onto since their arrival. Is the boxes my rations always come in? Finally. Even though I shut the door after the doctor, I can hear their boots echoing down the hallway as they move on to one of my neighbors. Now, where was I? Food! I set the box of rations down on the table and go look for something to cut it open with. Then, out of the corner of my eye, I see it. It's gone before I can focus on it, but I swear I saw a rat. Upright, like one of those cartoon rats that walk around like a human. I think it was waving its paw at me? I blink once, squeezing my eyes hard. When I open them, the rat is gone. We've been infected. I shake my head. I'm hungry. That's all it is. My stomach's been empty long enough to trick my eyes. Is that a thing? Yeah, that's it. I just need to eat. Crunch. With my hunger sated, I go back to my room. What have we been eating? It's been a long time since I've interacted with another person, longer than it took them to drop off my rations. The effort of talking with that weird doctor doing those stupid little games has left me tired enough that maybe I'll be able to get back to sleep. All you do is sleep? Really? Really? The morning light comes again. I open my eyes to the same stupid cracks in the blinds, the same creak of the wall, the same goddamn air I've been breathing for months. Are you not letting in any air. It's all the same. Okay, the cracks are not getting worse. I probably just failed to notice them the first time around. Man, the paint job on these walls sucks. It's just another day. Get out of bed, obviously. Wait, have we? I make my way to the kitchen. The ripped open box of rations is still on the countertop. I haven't bothered to put it away. Really, after a rat got inside, without you even opening the door or the windows, you just left it on there. I will get to it eventually. Probably. I swear they looked better yesterday. I pull a meal bar out of the box, but it says stays glued to my hand. I can't make myself bring it to my mouth. It's either this or one of those meal replacement shake powders, and both of them are pretty disgusting. What was I so hungry yesterday that I didn't think about how gross these are? Well, if you are living off of these for months, then I guess you get used to it. Then again, I can't remember the last time I actually had any real food, not since quarantine started. The meal bars and shake powders have different flavors stamped on their plain silver wrappers. Chocolate, chicken soup, mixed berry, pizza? And they still all taste the same. Oh my god, that sucks. Honestly, would it kill them to add a little bit more flavor to these things? Right, they could have at least given out some dried fruits or something. Aren't canned goods a thing? Those last forever. What? Who is there? Is this a cigarette? Are we painting our nails? I whip around, putting my back to the cupboard. My eyes dart around the apartment trying to find the invader. I can't see anyone. I'm alone like I have been for months. Adrenaline pulses through my body with every heartbeat. So heady I almost don't feel the small tug at the hem of my pants. When I look down, I finally see it. A rat, yes, almost cartoonish looking, staring up at me. And smiling? Look at it. Oh my god. Oh my god, look, it's waving. Hi, it says hi. Oh my god, this is amazing. Also, you could have drawn the whole rat, just saying. That would be me. What the fuck? Ha! Is that how you treat guests? And they say we are vermin. Before I can get another word in, another critter comes out of nowhere. Another rat, slimmer and with a pointier snout. Standing on its hind legs, with its forelegs crossed, it looks uncomfortably human. Where the hell did this one come from? Ooh, you also don't have a lower body? No. Well, it's normal reaction for him to have when you scare him like that. Oh, look at the chunker! Look at the chunker! Oh my god, look at the ear! Oh! Plus, he's probably not spoken to anyone in who knows how long. What the hell? Another rat speaks from the corner of the counter. This one is bigger, with shaggy fur and a scar on its face. It seems like they are just multiplying out of nowhere. Suddenly, I can feel a gentle weight on my shoulder. Four little clawed feet digging into my shirt. Oh my god. God, please no. Oh my god, look at them. Look at them go. This is a whole family. Hey, pretty good view up here. You know what? I will call dibs on this shoulder if you don't mind. Ah, I must be going crazy. This is a cigarette. No, I've definitely gone insane. You are smoking inside and not even opening the windows. What the fuck? Well, people who are insane don't realize they are insane. So if you're worried you are insane, that means you are still thinking rationally. I've heard that reasoning before. It was about me. Let's say it is true. That's just oversimplifying it. People can definitely know what they are seeing or hearing isn't real, even when hallucinating. But Schizophrenics aren't insane though, so my point still stands. No, no, hold on, just stop. Rats don't talk. Rats don't have opinions. They don't even have thoughts beyond eating, shitting, and nesting where they aren't wanted. So why the hell am I listening to them? Why am I talking to them? What the fuck is happening? As if reading my mind, the rat on my shoulder speaks again. Well, I guess some of us just evolved faster than others. Really? Evolved. Really? That's how you want to call it. Maybe this is fine. This is fine. I shouldn't panic. I'm sure by tomorrow morning they will be gone and then this is all just a fever dream. Yeah, that's it. And if it isn't, well, I don't really even want to think about dealing with that. I will just play along for now. The path of least resistance is not always the wrong one after all. Fine, you guys can stay. The second the words leave my mouth, all four of the weird little rats light up like I've just offered them the cosign on my lease. Hey, I knew it! You don't look like the type to say no for long. Kota is the name. Oh, you are Kota. Don't worry, I like to keep things simple. I'm Mine. Glad to finally make things official. We are going to call you Min because I don't really know how to pronounce it. Hello, I'm Nomi. Oh my god, Nomi! How cute! That's a cute name, Nomi. Russo. Oh my god, the badass one with the little teeth. I look at them, four different shapes perched around the kitchen like weird misplaced figurines, each with their own strange personality, each staring back at me, expecting a response. Great, a whole cast. Mine smiles like I've given her the best compliment. In the corner of my eye, I see Kota stretch on my shoulder, yawning. Nomi dips her head slightly in acknowledgement. Russo doesn't move at all. Min doesn't stay still for long, wandering across the counter to where I have a tube of aluminium foil. Oh, Russo, don't you think we should make you a hat out of this? Totally fits your conspiracy theorist vibe perfect. What conspiracy? What? Keep it up and you will be off this counter before you finish. Oh, scary! Should I start shaking now? What is happening? Guys, I don't think this is helping. See? Even Nomi thinks you are being a killjoy. I bite down into the bar. It sticks to my teeth with every movement of my jaw. Noise from the rats continues to rise and fall in waves as they argue playfully. Kota scampers down my arm to join in. I watch them as I chew. As soon as I get this damn thing down my throat, I'm leaving and going back to sleep. Maybe I'm sleepwalking. Maybe it's one of those dreams where you wake up in the dream and need to go back to sleep to wake up in real life. I've never had those. God, I hope so. Listen! Sure! Kota takes a quick look my way, sharing a look with Russo before nudging me in. Is he able to sense my discomfort? Can rats be that empathetic? Let him breathe, man. What? I'm just trying to make conversation. Talk too much and it's like pouring rainwater into your shoes. Feels fine at first, then you can't walk straight. And then the enemy is already at your throat. What are you talking about, guys? What? Okay, sure, that's one way to put it. Even Kota doesn't know where to take it after that. Min just throws her paws up dramatically. Nomi tilts her head, choosing not to weigh in. The last bite goes down with effort, sticking in my throat. I crumple the wrapper in my fist and stand, moving towards my room. Hey, where are you going? He seems tired, maybe a little overwhelmed. Exactly. Let him go. Kota shrugs, stretching out lazily on the countertop. Yeah, let him be. I leave them to their chatter and shut the door behind me. The mattress gives way beneath me. I let myself sink in and stare at the ceiling. My body feels heavy, but my head is filled with questions, none of which I have the answer to. Maybe if I go to sleep. It will all just fade. Tomorrow I will wake up and they won't be there. No voices. And I will just forget this happened. Yep. Tomorrow will be quieter. Your problem was it's too quiet so far. Make up your mind, please. I shut my eyes and wait for sleep to drag me under. I hope it erases today. Go to sleep. Yes, my eyes fly open. Thing, the thin streaks of light coming through my blinds and pointing straight towards my eyes. I threw an arm over my face, but it's no use. I'm awake now. With a sigh, I peel myself off the mattress, sheets twisting around my legs as if trying to keep me tied down. I shuffle across the floor, dragging my feet. The bathroom waits at the end of the hallway like some kind of checkpoint. Guess it's time to start another day. We haven't been to the bathroom in 2 days. I'm just saying. And we're like, ooh, okay, neat, pretty. I like it. The bulb sparked to life over my mirror, illuminating my reflection like a stage light, like stage lights. Well, less like stage lights and more like a lamp pointed directly at me. I stare at this blasted reflection in the cracked mirror. It's not even cracked. Why are you lying? The sound of cold water dripping from the tap echoes in the tiled room. It's not even tiled. Why are you lying? Looking in the mirror always feels like an interrogation. Dark circles dig trenches under my eyes. Oh, I know that one. And my skin looks older than I remember. I know that one as well. Is it a trick of the light? No, it's called aging. Is this what I really look like? Yes. Yikes, darling. You sure that's you? Ever thought about following a beauty routine? You would probably look almost as gorgeous as me. Min laughs to herself as she strikes several poses on my shoulder. How did she get there? Watching herself in the mirror, in the reflection I can see Kota step up onto the sink. Nomi is perched on the corner of the toilet, and Russo is soaking underneath the bowl. Is this really just like in our head? Like we went crazy because we grabbed the rat, and so now we are infected and seeing things. Don't mind her. You look just fine. I would say you look better than some mornings. No, look at yourself. That face tells you everything. You are tired because you let yourself be tired. Oh my god. Russo is a mood. Calm down. Maybe it's because you're just human. You're just human, excuse me. Nothing wrong with looking a little out of it. I look. I look fine. It could always be worse, I suppose. I guess I don't look that bad. Exactly. A rough morning doesn't mean a ruined face. You're holding up better than you think. His voice carries a steady calm, like a hand resting on my shoulder, keeping me weighted. Or, in this case, it's more like feeling another hand covering mine. Kota settles his whole weight on my hand and curls up comfortably until I scoop him up and put him in my pocket for a nap. So we're just accepting them, right? The tap drips on. I splash cold water over my face before exiting the tiled room. It is still not tiled. What's written there? Oh, the 4 rats. When I step back into the hallway, the rats follow. Maybe that's why we are seeing rats. Their chatter buzzes behind me. Kota hops down from my pocket to join in. It drifts in topic from my reflection to the people I used to share walls with. What? It drifts in topic from my reflection to the people I used to share walls with. From my upstairs neighbors and the endless thuds of their heavy feet, to the old woman across the hall who always eyed me like I'd somehow wronged her. She was jealous, clearly. Never had anyone to adore her, poor thing. No, she knew you were weak. That's why she looked at you like that. Predators can smell fear. Russell stands tall, trying to appear intimidating as he towers over me. Kota simply shrugs and turns to Nomi instead. Well, I bet she didn't even care. Just harmless staring. What could she possibly do to you anyways? Who knows? Their voices overlap, waving stories about people I've barely interacted with, moving shadows of lives that brush past mine. Their constant chatter drifts in circles, rising and falling like waves. By the time I reach the living room, their voices have faded into background noise like a hum inside the walls. I mean, they are rats. After a while of listening to the rats chatter, I drag myself back to my bedroom. The ceiling stares down at me, and I stare back. I didn't join in on the gossip, but the chatter about my neighbors has stuck in my mind. We're not crossing out days. Funny, I guess I never really thought about them before. Maybe they hated me, maybe they didn't. But it doesn't matter, does it? Not anymore. The thought fades as quickly as it came, like smoke leaping out of an open window. Talking about smoke and open windows, you should definitely open a window, especially if you're smoking inside. The sheets feel cool against my skin. The rat's voices taper off as I shut my eyes, waiting for sleep to swallow me whole. Go to sleep. I wake to silence. No skittering, no little claws tugging at my clothes. Just the stale air of my room and the same four walls that seem to lean in closer each day. I sit up slowly, waiting for a sound, a movement, but nothing stirs. Relief settles in my chest, weak but steady. Good. Things are normal. I am normal. Are we now? It's just another day after all. Get out of bed? Dragging myself out of bed, I shuffle towards the door and out into the hall, across the creaking floorboards, until the kitchen comes into view. As soon as I turn into it, beady eyes meet with mine. They are already here. Four little shapes scattered across the room, as if this place is theirs as much as it is mine. Well, you told them they can stay. Minnie's perched on the counter, tail swishing lazily. Kota is sprawled belly up on the arm of the chair. Ruzo is pacing with sharp little steps back and forth across the windowsill. Nomi is sitting perfectly upright at the edge of the table. All four pairs of eyes lock on me, following me as I enter the kitchen. My stomach twists. Whatever comfort I thought I had was gone in an instant. I was wrong. It seems like they won't go away. Well, yeah, but it's already the second day since you thought they are going to leave tomorrow, no? Not today. Maybe not ever. The ration bar on the counter feels heavier than it should when I reach for it. The red beady eyes follow my every moment. Well, look who's finally up. You were out longer than usual, huh? Don't worry, we kept each other company. Ah, he looks fine. Doesn't matter how long he sleeps. Still breathing, still standing. Good enough. Oh my god. He definitely looks like he needs more than this. You can see it in his face. Those bags didn't come out of nowhere. Don't harass me with the bags. Shh, enough chatter. Look at what he's holding. That bar, that filth. You would be better off without it. I hesitate, then look at the bar. It feels heavy as a brick in my hand. I lower myself to sit in a nearby chair, and all four of them close in around me like some sort of council. Think, every bite chips away at you. You felt it, haven't you? The sickness crawling under your skin after eating one. Look at them go. Look at the sparkly eyes. Oh my god. Trust me, you're safer without it. But then what should I eat? I don't think that's likely. I mean, they are just standard meal replacement rations. They use them in the army all the time. Sure, they don't taste good, but starving is worse. He can't ignore his body. Those bars aren't food. They are poison dressed up as survival. I bet the government is putting some sort of chemicals in them to keep you docile, keep you obedient. Whoa, that's a little much, don't you think? Why not just open the window a little, get some air and chill out? Exactly, open the fucking windows. Or he could ignore all of you and do whatever he feels easy. I love Kota. I love Kota, really. Oh, sorry. I mean, come on. What's the point of adding to your struggles when life already sucks? Indeed. You eat, sleep, and stay alive until this all passes over. No need to overthink it. Their voices blur together. The bar starts to bend as my hand tightens around it. My stomach grows, loud enough to become a voice of its own between the rat's words. They all look towards me, and I can feel the weight of their stares pressing down. They are all in my head, I know that. Just focus and. So what? Knowing doesn't make it any less real to you. Real or not, it's company, and company is something you've been starving for, isn't it? Ah. Oh, you are overlapping. Aren't you supposed to be over here? Don't let them cloud your judgment. Do the right thing. Be strict, be careful. I love Rousseau. Or don't, you will figure it out either way. No big deal. I love Kota as well. I love these two. I stare down at the bar in my hand, dry, tasteless, heavy. My fingers tighten around it. The rats fall silent for once. They are all looking at me, waiting for me to choose. Ignore them. Ignore them doesn't equal eating the bar. I wouldn't want to refuse to eat the bar. Like, what will we eat if we don't eat the bar? Eat the bar. Ignore them. Eat the bar. When I glance up again, Russo has turned his back on me. His tail is flicking in fury. Nami watches me with a strange mixture of relief and sadness. Min only shrugs. Kot is already dozing off again, not a care in the world. I swallow the last bite. My chest feels lighter. See, it wasn't too bad now, was it? Yeah. Even if it did have harmful chemicals or something, starving myself isn't health either, yes. Eating this was for my own good. Besides, at least I can still sweep the bars around with the shakes from time to time if I get bored. Oh, someone is here. Just as I'm getting ready to watch TV, a sharp knock cuts through the quiet of the room. Oh my god! A week has already passed? Why my living room? Get out! Greetings, Freddy Health and Safety. Paddy, I'm sorry, I can't take you seriously. How can you introduce yourself like, hi, I am from Freddy? It's time for your scheduled assessment. Open up, please. You are already inside. I drag myself to the door and open it just a crack. I'm greeted by the same freaky doctor from before. I don't think I will ever get used to the sight of them. Good morning. You are looking well rested. They pose, holding up their special tablet. Encouraging sign. We will run a small test now. It shouldn't take long. Are you ready? Not really. I don't think so. Okay. Oh, short-term memory again. Yes, each pair. 20 seconds. Disappearing cards. Sure. Be mindful. Help others. Stay clean. Be mindful. Help others. Stay clean. We did better because cards weren't disappearing. Leave. Sure. I can do the lifting. It's not a rhythm game. Before you tell me again, Mr. Game, this is not. We are doing better. Is that good? Is that bad? Are they going to kill us because we are doing better? Like they are just lying that the first sign of the disease is that you are becoming dumber, you are going to do worse on the mini games, but in reality you do better, and that is bad. Spatial, is it the same? It's gonna be the same. Oh, it's not the same. You came from there. I saw that. Maybe you there, a smaller one over there, And a biggie. Oh my god, you have to be this. And you have to be this. And there you go. Thank you. I will be back next week. In the meantime, please remember to stay inside. Yes. Only leave your apartment in case of an emergency. Okay. Weekly rations. Move away to next apartment. I stare at the box in my hands, more bars and checks. We haven't even... I think back to my conversation with the rats. I decide to set the rations on my counter and leave them there for now. But we haven't even finished the previous rations. When I do my eyes sweep over the kitchen, no movement, no chatter, no rats waiting for me. It's just as well. I shuffle back down the hall towards my room. My bed waits, sheets still tangled from the night before. Once I lay down, sleep comes easier than I expected. This is getting messy. We are going to sleep in the kitchen. The light through the blinds cuts across my face, dragging me awake. I roll onto my side, and the sheets tangle around my ankles. I'm warm in the wrong places and cold where I wanted to be covered. What? Time to get up and get going. So exciting! What? Who am I kidding? It's just another day. Okay. You scared me for a second. Drag myself up, scratching the back of my neck as I make my way to the kitchen. The rats are already there. Kota sprawled across a ladle on the countertop like it's his throne. Nomi and Min sit close, ears perked, both of them pretending to follow along to Ruzo's ramblings as he paces with his paws behind his back. He's going on and on about something to do with hidden structures and the unseen hands of the government. I catch fragments of the words stumbling out of his mouth, but I don't bother piecing them together. Okay, cool. As I move past, none of them turn to to me directly. They keep up their little act, like a stage play that I wandered in too late. I open the cupboard and pull down the first meal replacement bar that comes within reach. The stale taste barely registers on my tongue. As I glance at the rats, my eyes fall on the closet door in the corner. I don't remember the last time I opened it. Couldn't say why I would even want to, really. But once I think about it, I can't stop. The thought itches at me until my hand is on the knob. I pull open the closet, old clothes and a couple of boxes stacked haphazardly. The air smells like mothballs and dust. The rats scamper inside instantly, digging through the closet's contents like it's some buried treasure hoard. Look at all these hidden treasures! Bet you've got something juicy tucked in here. Hidden letters, love notes, expired snacks. It's just junk. Nomi lifts a trinket from the pile, holding it gently in both paws. Seems like you keep a lot of memories in here. If I did, they are not that important. The object doesn't spark anything in me. I can't even recognize or remember what it was or why it's in here. It might as well have belonged to someone else. The way I see it, it's all dead weight. If you don't use it, you don't need it. Clutter only ties you down. He swipes his paw over a box, scattering a thin layer of dust. Kota rummages through my forgotten pile of boxes and pulls out a bent cardboard case. He pries it open and lifts something small and frayed out. A cheap ribbon dangles between his paws. It's blue, with faded gold letters that read "Participant." That the event name is too smudged from the erosion of time to recognize. Before I can react, Min is already chirping with amusement. Oh, look at this, big winner right here, participation prize, huh? Didn't even have to try and they gave you a pat on the head. That's exactly what happened. She twirls it around her, letting the frayed ends fly in the air as she sets it on her head like a hat. Kota chuckles. Ah, not everything's about being the best. Sometimes it's just something you did, proof you were there. Right, real impressive stuff I got going on. The rats giggle amongst themselves, and for a moment, the air in the cramped closet feels thicker. Their voices twist over one another, dragging me towards an answer I don't feel like giving out. What do I do with these things anyway? We don't have anything better to do. And if it's just junk, we can throw them out. So I would say throw them out. I take the trinket Nomi is holding on to, briefly inspecting it before breaking it in my hands. What? You didn't have to break it, and also if Nomi likes it, then you can just give it to her. You don't have to be an asshole. Nomi winces as the pieces fall to the ground. Russo gives me a firm nod. You're right, I should have gotten rid of this junk ages ago. At last, some clarity. Weakness festers in things you hide away, just building up until it spills over. Russo clenches his paws when he speaks, raising them up in the air like a general delivering a speech. You think? I think it has multiple endings, at least two. So does it matter what I choose, which group of rats I'm siding with? Oh, but where is the fun in that? But I suppose less clutter means more space for improvement. Their voices tighten around me, sharp and smug. My chest feels heavier after agreeing. Eventually, I usher the rats out of the closet and shut the door, leaving the smell of dust behind us. So we throw it out? I move back through the hall, ignoring the rats stare at me in silence once the closet's shut. By the time I make it to the bedroom, I feel drained. The ceiling waits. I close my eyes before I even make it to the mattress. Go to sleep. The light filters weakly through the blinds. It's softer than yesterday, but it still drags me awake. I open my eyes slowly. It's awfully silent. I take the time to enjoy the blissful few moments of peace. Rise and shine! You look less awful when you're asleep. Almost peaceful, like you don't spend your days brooding in this dusty little box. Oh yeah, ever considered repainting these walls? She's perched on the dresser, smiling like she's been waiting hours for me to wake up. Ah, that little. Before I can react to her, another voice comes from somewhere closer, almost right next to my ear. Yo, you're up late. Not that it matters anyway. Nothing waiting for you but the same walls. Still, good to see you rejoin the living. Following the sound of his voice, I turn my head and find him sprawled out on the corner of my pillow, as if my bed was his to lounge on. Ugh. I sit up slowly, rubbing my eyes. Whatever peace I thought I would get in the morning is gone. They are here again. Another very normal day. This isn't real, or go to their kitchen. This isn't real. I'm 100% sure that this isn't real. I'm not sure. This isn't real. I am sure. I am sure. This isn't real. What do you mean you're not sure? What do you mean? What do you mean? I'm telling you. It's not a question. It's a sentence. It is not real. Accept it. You've gone crazy. Okay, well, fuck you then. Go to the kitchen. Why do you ask me? Why are you giving me an option when he's just like, oh, no, I don't think so. I don't feel like doing it. No, I don't know. I pull myself upright and shuffle down the hall. My feet sound heavy on the creaking floorboards. I'm hungry. Current plan, make it to the kitchen, grab something to eat, and ignore them. Sounds solid enough. Except the moment I step in the kitchen, they've gathered before me. Kota and Min somehow made it here before me. Min hops lightly onto the counter, tail swishing, while Kota claims the chair, stretching out like a lazy king. Nomi is sitting primly on the windowsill, her eyes distant. Russo stands stock still on the table, stiff and watchful. Finally, the party can begin! This place is too quiet without your cement feet, I mean, look at this place. Same space, same clutter, same rations lined up. It's a wonder you haven't gone mad from the repetition. We've gone mad. You're the proof of that. I'm just getting breakfast. Ah, don't listen to her. You've made it this far, haven't you? The walls are still holding, food's on the table, and now you get us to talk to, which is nice. That's not a bad thing. It could always be worse. Well, I didn't say anything was wrong. I'm not sure talking to figments of my imagination means everything is okay, though. Now you think they are not real? I'm confused. I'm so confused over this. But it's heavy in here sometimes, like the walls themselves closing every day. Don't you feel it too? Maybe, but I. It's fine. He doesn't need anyone else. Not neighbors, not strangers, not the fools outside, not even that creepy doctor. He has us, and that's enough. No one out there can betray him. No one can infect him. Safer that way. Oh, but listen to him. Always the soldier guarding the walls. But what's the point of walls if you are the only one inside them? He needs warmth, not just safety. Don't you agree? I just think that sometimes even the strongest rooms feel colder than they should. Oh my god. What does that even mean? Don't listen to her. The thinking makes you weak. Weakness opens up doors. And once the doors open, danger comes running inside. You want to survive, don't you? Look, I just wanted to get something to eat. I mean, what's wrong with letting things be? You've got us. We are here, right? Who cares if the rooms are empty? Just roll with it. Exactly. You will always have us around. Forever. Isn't that comforting? No! Admit the loneliness. Admit it. Admit it. And also admit that you're crazy. Nomi is right. It does feel heavy. Every day. It's as if the rooms swallow me whole sometimes, like I'm just a fixture, a piece of furniture, a couch or a bowl or a clock on the wall. Yeah, well, I mean, you are not even doing anything the whole day, so it's not a surprise. I don't want to admit it, but I truly get so damn quiet in here. Ami tilts her head at me, eyes glassy in a way that makes her look almost human. Let yourself feel it. Loneliness doesn't mean weakness. Sometimes naming it makes it easier to breathe. The words sink into me, much softer than I expected. My chest does feel a little lighter, even if for only just a second. I close my eyes and steady myself against the counter. When I breathe in, the air doesn't taste quite as stale. For once, none of them interrupt me. For a few precious moments, the kitchen feels quiet. Not empty, but quiet. Oh! That quiet is broken by a knock, sharp, firm. My shoulder stands even before hearing the voice that follows after. How did another week already pass? What is going on? Weekly inspection. I glance towards the door, then back to the rats on the counter. They are all gone, as if they were never there at all. Because they were never there. My heart sinks at their sudden absence, the kitchen seeming to stretch wide and hollow around me. Another round of knocking, louder this time. Please open up, sir. Another round of tests that decide whether or not I get to live this week. The fleeting calm I felt a moment ago slips through my fingers. Is the time already? With a deep breath, I take a step towards the door. When I pull it open, there they are again. Good morning. Thank you for cooperating as always. Let's begin your inspection. Sure, shorter memory, yes. Sure. Okay, let's do this. Keep hydrated, embrace sunlight, keep hydrated. Stay clean, embrace sunlight. Social safety. Let's move on. Yes, the leaf. Leaf. I can keep the leaf. How did a week already passed by? Like time moves so strangely in this game. Almost, thank you. Good job, yes, yes, pieces. We can. Oh, it's the same. Wait, are we going? You think this only ends if we fail one of these tests? That wouldn't be nice. I mean, surely not. That would be one of the endings, I guess, but when it's over, they shut the clipboard with a soft snap. You've done well. Please keep to your regimen. Rations. Yes. The crinkle of the tape sealing it fills the silence. Then they turn, already walking down the hall. I close the door behind them and slide the lock into place without a second thought. I tear the box open, glance at the contents, then shove the bundle of bars and shake powders into the cabinet with the rest. Alright, that's enough for today. Those tests still leave me tired. After so long of doing nothing, even the tiny bit of small talk I made with the doctor takes more mental effort than I expected. But you everyday talk to the rats. I walk myself down the hall, shoulders sagging, feet heavy. My room waits exactly as I left it. How exciting! I slump forward onto the mattress, face half buried in the pillow. Tomorrow is another day. That is true, tomorrow is always another day. I wake up to the faint hum of voices bleeding through the wall. Not mine. From the sounds of it, it must be the TV. I could have sworn I didn't leave it on last night, though. Sitting myself upright, I rub the sleep from my eyes. The plan is the same as always. Make it to the kitchen, grab something, and keep my head low. Another day ahead of me. Leave the room. When I reach the kitchen, this is not the kitchen. The glow from the screen is lighting up the living room. This is not even glowing. Why are you lying? There they are, completely at ease as they hog the couch like they own the place. Kota is sprawled across the couch, paws behind his head. Min is perched on the armrest, tail twitching, pointing at the screen every now and then. Nomi sits cross-legged on the floor, chin propped in her paws while she watches the screen intently. Russo is hovering near the table, rigid and restless, eyes darting to me the moment I step in. Oh, perfect timing! You've got to see this guy. He trips over the same chair every single episode. I swear, it's the highlight of the whole show. That show sucks. It is kind of funny though, maybe a little sad too, watching the same mistake replayed forever. What? Sad? Come on, this is comedy gold, right? What do you think? Her eyes flick to me, expectant and shining with amusement. I open my mouth, but quickly shut it again when another rat speaks up. Let him wake up first. No need to drag him into the reruns. He's fine just standing there. We're all fine. Kota is a mood, really. Gah, fine. You call sitting around and watching this garbage fine? Jeez, it's just TV. Not everything's the end of the world. Exactly. Exactly what? They keep feeding you the same stumble, the same laugh track. It's a cycle, a loop. That's how they trap you. Broadcast waves are trying to keep you docile, locked into a routine. It's draining. Oh, not this again. It's just TV, Russo. You know, static noise. Nobody's planting secret messages in sitcoms. That's exactly what they want you to think. You know, sometimes it does feel like the walls press closer. Like there is more weight here than yesterday. That's exactly what you said yesterday. You guys are overthinking it. Look at the fella. He's still breathing, still standing. That's proof enough that that what he's doing is working. Exactly. Why run in circles chasing things when the couch is right here, warm and waiting? That's such a bad way to spend your time, if you ask me. Oh, hey, look, the best part is coming up. Isn't that just the same thing again, though? There he goes again. What a fool. Sit with Mina and Nomi. Agree with Russo. Sit with Kota. You want me to remember what they said? Okay, Russo has conspiracy theories that I don't agree with. Kota is like, just go with the flow, which I can vibe with. And Min appreciates the same lazy joke over and over again. I would side with Nomi, really, but that's not an option, so I'm going to sit with Kota. The arguments, the noise, the warnings, they all feel too heavy. The couch isn't a trap. Not if I can just stop thinking for a while. I sink into the familiar indent. What? The familiar indent my body has made on the cushion and let out a deep breath. Oh my god, how old is that couch? Kota's voice drifts lazily from somewhere next to me. Man, look at you. Relaxed for once. It suits you. Relaxed isn't really what I would call it. Close enough, better than pacing the floor, yeah? You don't have to make everything harder than it already is. Feels a lot like doing nothing. Well, that's what you've been doing all this time, so. So, sometimes nothing is the best thing you can do for yourself. I sit with him comfortably as we mindlessly consume whatever flickers across the TV. He doesn't push it further, and he doesn't need to. Eventually, their voices blur into background noise, blending into the steady hum of the room. I sit among them, caught somewhere between comfort and unease. Maybe that's just how it is now. A sharp, insistent knocking slices through my thoughts. 1, 2, 3, the knocks are deliberate, precise, and almost mechanical. Again, you were here yesterday. We can't sleep through weeks. Are we sleeping through weeks? I blink and the rats vanish from my sight in an instant, leaving me alone in an empty apartment. Sounds from the TV continue to play in the background, but now its drone only seems to highlight how quiet the rest of the space is. Yeah, that's got to be the doctor. He was here yesterday! What is this? I take a slow breath and move towards the door, my step dragging through the quiet left behind by all the chatter in my head. Another knock follows, firm, insistent. Good morning, Feddy representative, please open the door. The words couldn't be more clinical. No attempt at friendliness, no softening of the edges. I can hear the subtle shuffle of the rations box in their hands. This visit is part of the standard protocol. I trust that you understand it by now. Coming. I reach the door and peer through the peephole. The figure outside is unmistakable, draped in protective gear, a small package clutched in their hands. Can we save? I want to see what happens if we fail the games. The room feels impossibly still, and for a moment I almost expect the rest to reappear. They don't. I slip the latch out of the lock and open the door. The latex-clad doctor is just as unsettling as they always are. They seem to be jotting down some notes on their clipboard, their visors staying pointed at whatever they are writing while they speak. Thank you. I trust that you are ready to begin? Yeah, let's just get this over with. The doctor finally glances up from their clipboard. Routine test, yes, the memory. Okay, so what if we fail? We just whoosh. Oh, that doesn't start the timer. This is starting the timer. Okay, so now we are just flipping things. Yes, no. I don't even. Oh, look, it disappeared. Wowie. What was the other disappearing when this one? Oh, I don't even know. This is so hard. No. Without a word, the doctor lowers the tablet. With an almost rehearsed ease, they slip it into their bag on the floor. I'm afraid this can no longer continue. I blink at them. What do you... Oh my god! Oh, excuse me! For the safety of the public, you are to be removed from this unit. Sure. Please cooperate. Sure. My heartbeat drums in my ears. The doctor's voice has an edge to it now that even their mask can't muffle. The apartment around me suddenly feels smaller, tighter. Adrenaline courses through me, rushing to my face, to my hands, to my feet. My instincts tell me to close my door, but their hand is already there, holding it steady against the frame. There is no ration pack this time, no clipboard rising back up to block their face. What remains is the weight of a voice that no longer sounds routine, no longer rehearsed, only final. What? There is not even an ending scene? Like what did they do to you? Have you gone to prison? Have you gone to a lab? Have they, run tests on you to find an antidote or something? Nothing? Nothing really. Okay. Okay, skip. Okay, let's see. Oh my god, okay. That's an invisible one. Invisible one. Well done, let's move on, thank you. Motor skills, yes, the leaf. So what happens? How long do we have to stay alive, I mean, that I don't know if that counted as an ending or not. Yes, the pieces, yes. Oh, this is also the same. Why is this also the same? Like you can do it from memory, really, which I don't appreciate. Uh, see? Just like that. The moment it ends, they straighten up, their clipboard snaps shut with clinical precision. Good work, thank you for your cooperation. They set the ration box in my hands, their gloves crinkling against the foil. Without another word, they turn and disappear down the hall. This time, though, I can't help but notice a change. The doctor doesn't stop at the door next to mine. Don't even glance at it. Strange. I wonder what happened. Well, I know what happened. I stand there for a moment, watching after them. A question crawls into my head before I sweat it away. It doesn't matter. All that matters is that I'm alive for another week. I shut the door, lock clicking into place. I toss the box onto the kitchen countertop, stuffing the bars and shakes into the cabinet before dragging myself back to bed. The sheets tangle around me, but I don't bother fixing them. Another day completed, another week safe. Sleep. I wake up a little earlier than usual. Russo is standing on the edge of the bed, staring at me. His body is stiff, on high alert as always. His whiskers are twitching, almost like he is deep in thought. I counted the cracks of paint on your walls. They've shifted since last night and the day before. They haven't. They really haven't. This means the building is moving. Yeah, okay. Good morning to you too. He doesn't move, doesn't blink, just watches as I drag myself upright. Ignoring him, I shuffle toward the kitchen to start the routine I've grown so accustomed to. It's another day. It is. In the living room, Min's lounging across the armrest of the couch. Kota's melted into the cushions, eyes half lidded. The glow of the TV flashes across them both. Min is joyfully chatting Kota's ears away about something on the screen. She stops when I walk into the living room, her eyes flicking towards me. A cartoonish smile spreads across her face. Look who finally crawled out of hibernation! We were taking bets! I said you would sleep till noon. Guess I lost. Sorry to disappoint. Oh, don't apologize. You've got that fresh out of bed look. Very rustic? Cozy? Kota chuckles lazily, stretching as I step into the kitchen. I pull open the cabinet, reaching for the familiar tin of shake powder. The stuff is chalky and tastes like wet cardboard, but it does the job. That is disgusting. A couple of scoops into a cup, water from the taps, swirl it around until it's just thick enough to choke down. Routine, muscle memory. As I shake the cup, I glance back. Minnie's still yammering happily, continuing to point out something on the screen. Her tail is swishing excitedly. Kota doesn't seem to hear half of it, but he's smiling in his half-asleep way. And Nomi is actually watching it, quiet and intent, like she wants to draw meaning out of every flicker of a cheap rerun. It hits me then. They've all taken to the television, like it's theirs now. Well, all of them, except Russo. He's off to the side near the table, shoulders square tight while his eyes dart from me to the screen and back again. It's as if he's scared the signal itself is out to get him. I take a sip of the shake, slightly disgusted at the grit of the drink on my tongue. You really love that junk, huh? Love is a strong word, but it beats staring at the ceiling tiles at counting cracks like Russo. She gestures to him, and I look over at the scruffy rat. He's got his arms crossed and his tail is swishing behind him. Did Min comment annoy him? Better cracks than loops. Don't you see it? It's all static they put on replay every week. It's not just entertainment. It's how they keep you quiet, keep you from asking what else you could be doing. Soon enough, the static will settle, and so will you. It's called relaxing. You should try it. Not everything is a trap, Russo. Sometimes you just need to let the day pass how it wants to. Maybe, but if every day looks the same and you never change a thing, then who decided that's living? Oh my god. You are the people feeding your reruns? That's static? It must be moved. Nami tilts her head at him. I can see her trying to make sense of what he's saying. So like, you mean static as in dust? Noise, dust, and every shadow hiding between the steel frames. It builds if you don't move it along, I tell ya. What? That's how they keep you heavy, keep you still. Nami nods slowly, like she's still confused but understands just enough to let the rest slide. Min waves her paws at them dismissively. Some things are only fun if you don't pick them apart, you know. Look at it this way. Maybe you don't need an answer at all. My shake sits half finished in my hand. I stare down as their voices start to overlap one another again. It's strange. They look almost like roommates bickering over nothing. And I just happen to be the tired neighbor who stumbled into the middle of their argument. Oh my god, Join Kota, listen to Russo, join Min and Nomi. Okay. Kota is just, again, go with the flow. Russo says something I don't quite understand, like, if what he means is, he's about the conspiracy theory again, you know? But the fact that he says if you don't move things along, nothing will change is true. I'm agreeing with that, but it's a lockdown. What could be changed, you know? Join me and Nomi, who are watching TV and saying that it's fun. I guess I'm not sure. I was not paying attention. I was paying attention, but not enough to be able to tell what means what, you know. Nomi was watching the TV and trying to make sense of it. I remember that. Mina wasn't really doing anything. She is just this very happy, always yapping. I don't really like her kind. I would just vibe with Kota. We're vibing with Kota, I decided. I sit on the couch beside Kota. He cracks one eye open as I offer him the cup of gritty shake. To my surprise, he takes it in his tiny paws without hesitation. How? And downs a big mouthful. He grimaces at the aftertaste, his snout wrinkling and whiskers twitching. God damn, it really tastes like wet sand. Yeah, but I suppose it does the trick, doesn't it? Kota chuckles and hands it back to me with a smug smile. Not bad for breakfast or lunch whatever time it is right now. We pass the cup back and forth in silence, taking turns making faces at the aftertaste. For a moment, it feels like we are in on some private joke the others don't get. At some point, I swear I can hear Rusa mutter something sharp, but I let it roll past me as the TV screen continues to flicker and glow. After a little while, I remove myself from the living room and carry my empty cup back to the kitchen sink. Behind me, the chatter of the rats continues on without pause. Their voices slowly fade into a distant, somewhat comfortable hum. Right as I set the cup in the sink, a sharp knock rattles the door again. Just like that, the rats and the chatter vanish. The room is quiet again. I freeze, my jaw clicking shut. Ah, of course, always coming right when I'm starting to relax. The doctor show never misses their cue. It's so strange to me that we are only having a scene like every week. Feddy representative. Yeah, I know the drill. I unlatch the door lock. When it swings open, I'm greeted by the same sight as always. The figure in full latex gear, visor gleaming, gloves catching the dual light. No matter how many times we meet, it still feels alien, like I've let in a visitor from another world. Hello, you are looking well today. Based on your previous results, your vitals have been consistently stable. That is good. Good sign, that is. Gold stars for me, huh? The doctor doesn't rise to my sarcastic tone. Instead, their silhouette shakes a little at the shoulders, almost like they are actually laughing at my remark. For the first time, I wonder what the person inside the suit might look like. Well, yeah. They quickly right themselves and leave their clipboard, their voice once again steady and practiced. Nothing complicated or different. You know the routine. Again! Oh my god, let me just say that. I understand what the game wants to tell you. I understand what it wants to represent. Disappearing cards. Wait, it doesn't match? What? How am I supposed to do this? Uh oh no. Oh my god. Okay, so wait. Uh so what I wanted to say that it's way too repetitive. Okay, I understand. It's a pandemic. You are isolated. You are kind of going crazy. You are trying to get through these emotions on your own way with your imaginary rats. You are trying to cope with the situation, and the rats represent your feelings, like separated, how you feel, what you think of the situation, which is great. The concept is great, but it's way too dragged out. And the disappearing cards don't help. So we're going to die here, obviously. And I saved a long time ago. I'm going to get back here, and we are going to meet again once I'm back at this point and do the puzzles together, because I'm interested about the ending. Like how will it end? When will it end? Why do we always get just one segment of a week? Like, why are we always only seeing the day the dude comes? I think it would have been way more interesting to see the weeks play out. Let's say 2 weeks, like, yeah, two examinations. If you want to do more, you can still, shift the pacing a little bit so it doesn't feel this dragged out, but you have more examinations. But if you want to add more, then please do add a bit of variety, because this is, I don't even know, this is like the fourth, fifth time that we are doing this. I like, I, just give it a bit more variety, okay? Just hang on for a minute. I'll be right back. Hey, we are back at the same test that we failed before. Cards not disappearing this time, which is good. Oh my god. And I'm not paying attention, which is not good. Okay, fine motor controls, yes. The lifting, we are doing the lifting. It goes up quicker, isn't it? The meter on the right. Or just feels quicker because we are so good at balancing the leaf. Yes, the thing. The thing. Oh, it's a new one. Goody. Is it randomized though? Like when you get which one? Because then I would understand why we always get the same one. There may be more. There may be more. We're just not getting it. Your stability is noted. Keep at it. Thank you. Here are your weekly rations. Thank you. The package is pressed into my hands before I can form a reply. The doctor has already turned away, boots heavy on the hall floor. I shut the door and the lock latch falls back into place with a dual click. I drop the package onto the counter and tear it open without much care. I shove the contents into the cabinet I store my rations in, and toss the empty wrapper into the bin. For a moment, I think about fixing the cabinet, straightening the rows, cleaning out the old stuff, making it look less like the same pile I've been staring out for months. The thought stays with me, heavy in my chest. My hand grips the door handle. I let it swing shut. Tomorrow. We will? Though I know I've probably already said that before. Yeah, but we have time now. My steps lead me back towards the bedroom. The mattress greets me the same way it always does. Without hesitation, I slump forward, sinking into the familiar softness head first. My eyes close and I'm quickly pulled under. Go to sleep. A week later, a knock comes again. Just like that, we're saving. They're saving. With not even having a conversation with the rats? I open the door expecting the same routine, but the doctor doesn't reach for the tablet this time. Instead, they just hand me the ration box. This will be the last one. Numbers are down, so Fed is ending the monitoring program. You don't need us hovering anymore. Okay. I weigh the package in my hands. It feels lighter than usual. Oh my god. So that's it? You're cutting me off just like that? The doctor tilts their head like they are amused. You will manage. Will I? How will I get food? That's good news, I guess. How down are we talking? The doctor pauses a moment like they are thinking, or maybe they don't know what to say. The silence stretches before they hold up a hand. I can't help but flinch when their gloved palm lands on my shoulder. Enough to mean it's ending. All this, there is an end in sight. Is it? For now, stay inside and stay tuned into the news. The TV will keep you posted. Really? I can see myself in the visor of their hazmat suit. They must be looking right at me, somewhere under all that protective gear. They squeeze my shoulder, then pull away. It's been a pleasure. I hope you stay healthy. Thank you. With that, they turn on their heels and make their way down the hall. I watch them go until they turn a corner and I'm left alone in the hallway. I step back inside. As the door shuts behind me, the room settles into quiet. I grab a meal bar and chew on it mindlessly as I wander into the living room. The remote is still on the armrest where I left it last. Where are the rats? There are no rats. I sink onto the couch, thumb pressing the button before I consciously think about it. The television hums to life, static flickering across the screen until the news breaks through. Infection rates declining, restrictions easing, cities reopening after long months of quiet. The anchor's voice cuts through, steady in a way that feels almost too real, like I've been sleeping all this time and have only just woken up. For a long while, I just sit there and I let the words play. I don't know if I believe them. Not fully, but I leave it playing. At some point, my eyes grow heavy. The drone of the broadcast lulls me into stillness, and without realizing it, I drift off right there on the couch. The next morning, I wake with a stiff neck and the glow of the screen still flickering in front of me. For a moment, I wait to hear them. Those little voices trading quips, chattering over each other like they always do. My eyes flick to the empty cushions beside me, half expecting to hear lazy commentary, cheerful chattering, gentle, insightful remarks, and paranoid ramblings. But there is nothing. Just me, the remote where I dropped it, and the hum of the television filling the silence. The quiet stretches on, weighing heavier on me the longer I pay attention to it. The following days slip by in the same pattern. I eat, I rest, I watch the TV for updates. Every so often I catch myself pausing mid-bite or glancing over my shoulder, expecting some snide remark or passing comment. Whatever I'm waiting for, it never comes. At first, it feels strange, almost like the space in my apartment are too big without the rats filling them. As suddenly as they rolled into my life, they disappeared from it. But being alone isn't as miserable as I remembered it being. It will take some getting used to again, but I think I can be fine without them. Maybe that means I'm better, somehow, than I was before. As the days continue to pass by, the quiet holds. I stop waiting for voices that don't return, and instead, I hear my own more clearly, steady, calm, mine. Great, I'm happy for us. I let myself sink into my mattress, my breathing steady as I close my eyes. For the first time, I look forward to tomorrow. Oh my god, really? Are we going to fix the cabinet or not? And to fractured. Really? Fractured? That didn't seem fractured. We were very collected. Is it bugged? Because I was reading comments about others who played the game not being able to get anything but the second ending, and the developer replied that the second ending is the unstable one, and from what I gathered, you should get that if you feed into the paranoia of the protagonist. But he was okay. Like, I think we did good. Also, I love this art of the rats. Now, as I said before, I love the concept of the game, of the original thought, but I think gameplay-wise, it was way too dragged out. And I feel like not every interaction with the rats was that meaningful. Like, what I think was really a character shaping moment, like how you see things, how are you going to react, was like, are you eating the food or not? Are you going to throw away your old stuff or not? Are you going to just accept what's happening and just watch TV and relax or not? But all the other interactions, they wanted to imply a deeper meaning, and you could kind of catch on it, but I don't think it was meaningful in a way that would have processed the story, and that in itself wouldn't be a problem because it was fun, you know. I usually don't like this kind of character building when there are a lot of characters and they are bickering and chatting and whatnot. That's just me. That's just my personality. I hate it in real life. I hate it when I'm, you know, in a group or I'm around other people and they are constantly being just like... I hate it. I absolutely hate it. So maybe that's just on me. But the other thing was the minigames. For me, the pacing of the game was so strange. Because at first, you went through a few days, like 3 days, and then the week ended, and the doctor arrived. But after that, each day that we played was the day when the doctor arrived. So weeks have passed in between the interactions that we saw. And the point of the game being how you handle the isolation and what it can do to you. I think it's very strange that we only check in ever so often with the protagonist, and we have only these weekly interactions, not only with the doctor but with the rats. And the minigames with the doctor, they are not bad. They are not bad. The fact that cards disappear is not good, obviously, but overall they are not bad. They are just very repetitive. So it would be way better if there would be a bigger variety of the mini games. It would be interesting to see like the same. They shouldn't be harder, right? Because the concept is that they are trying to see if you are doing worse than your baseline. So obviously the mini games can be harder, but they could have been another type, you know. So yeah, or at least just change the shape at the last mini game that I have to fill out with the tiny shapes. Change the leaf. Sometimes it could have been a berry or a different kind of leaf, you know, just something, just some little things. So yeah, I still think that this is a good game. This was made for a game jam. This was made in, I think, a month, but let me check. I know you don't have the background music right now. Was made in 1 month. Yes. So obviously you have to treat it like that. You have to look at it knowing that it was made for a game jam. It was made in a very short time. And considering all that, I think it's a very good effort. The visuals are amazing. I love the art style. The music here in the menu is great. I missed that there was no background music at all while you were playing, like during the gameplay. There was sound effects, but not like just an average background noise. I always miss that. It doesn't have to be music. It can be any kind of noise, like from the city or something. I understand everyone is inside, okay? So, and I also understand that in this case, the silence is giving to the experience because of the isolation, you know, like not even a sound can be heard. I understand that. And you know what? It can stay. It bothered me. It bothered me very much, but I think the point is that it should bother you. So this is fine. Overall, I'm happy that we checked it out. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to let YouTube know about it by liking, subscribing, leaving a comment. But no one likes outros, so bye-bye!